Today's the day. Our gym equipment has completely showed up. Our flooring showed up today, a day early, and we're gonna start putting it together.
Yeah.
We're meaning you.
Yeah.
He's gonna start putting it together. I'm gonna supervise and film him. Here's the space right now. It's been a disaster zone, honestly, for months. We've been slowly getting it all put together. I changed into a sweatshirt because it was way too cold in here, but I didn't realize how like matchy-matchy my Carhartt and my Lululemons are. So my little pink fit. Oh yeah, we have the storage room in there, which at some point in time will become the sauna whenever we have the budget to do that. But we are going to, before we put the flooring in today, Nick is going to pour concrete. Yes?
It's kind of like concrete, but it's more like what you would put down if you were going to tile the floor. But I'm just putting a layer down just to cover the mastic glue that's still in there, because I don't want to have to scrape all the black mastic glue up. So just a nice base layer down, and it'll level the whole thing out too. So it's like self-leveling.
Okay, some self-leveling, thin concrete-like stuff he's gonna put over that, because he ripped out all the tile in there that had asbestos. Yes, he was all geared up and we closed off the room, we did everything right. Don't want to hear it. So yeah, we'll do that first, and then we will tackle flooring in this room, and then hopefully today we can get the weight tree and the dumbbell rack set up. I don't think we're going to be able to do the full weight lifting rack, because that is like, it's not just like a simple weightlifting rack. It has like 2 sets of cables and like the whole shebang. We tried to find something that had, what is like the weight rack called? Like, what would you call that?
It's like a squat rack, but it's got a cable system on it.
Yeah, okay, that's kind of how I explained it, like a squat rack with cable system. It can basically do anything. We tried to find something, we're gonna spend a couple grand on this big contraption to work out with. Like, we kind of want it all. Like, might as well, if we're gonna spend that much money, like might as well just spend a little bit more and get exactly what we want, and it fits the space really well. But we have the treadmill in here already. We've had that since we basically moved into the house. We bought that off Facebook Marketplace.
Pretty soon after.
Like, how much did we spend on that?
Not a lot.
It's like $250. I think we spent like $250 on it, and it's like, it's definitely like a little like cosmetically beat up a little bit, but it's like a hefty industrial sized treadmill.
When these ones like online are refurbished, they're a few $1,000s. So
they're like $2 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, refurbished of this exact one, but we got it from somebody who was selling on Facebook Marketplace, and they got it from a military auction.
Yeah.
So it's a hefty duty treadmill, and I love it. So save money there so we can spend money in other places is kind of our thought.
Like Willy Wonka and chocolate.
It's soupy?
Yeah.
I know it does kind of look soupy. I'm kind of... Wait, are you not going to put the board down yet?
No.
Why?
That's the whole point.
What do you mean that's the whole point?
Is that I'm just doing a thin layer in here, and it's just going to run up right to the edge of the tile.
Oh, I asked you earlier if you're going to put a board right there.
When we're all done, we'll do some sort of a board.
Oh, I was talking about now.
Oh, no.
Because I have a feeling that it's just going to get soupy, and what if the floor is not as level as we think it is? Like, we're assuming this is like nice level flooring, so it will nicely level itself out. What if for some reason it slopes this way and all of that starts pouring into here? Do you see my point?
Yeah. It is a good backup plan.
Thank you. I mean, we also could have just took it a level and see if this was level or not. Because if it was completely level, then we could have just like went with it.
Yeah, I know. You can tell it's not. So
yeah.
No, you're right. It's probably.
You gonna get stuck in there?
I think I'm gonna start in the corner.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
A little bit.
Nice.
Looks good.
How long does this take to dry?
4 hours.
Wow.
Pretty quick.
Yeah. That's great. That wasn't bad.
It's the first workout.
So we got 2 of the rolls done. I need to mop it because when we moved the treadmill, it kind of like got dirty, but it seems to clean up really well. So we're gonna do the last roll, but before then, we gotta see how this turned out, which it's dry. It says it only takes like 4 hours, so we did have some spillage, which really wasn't that bad.
All things considered.
All things considered, really wasn't that bad. I'm grateful we did the wood board like I said to. Otherwise, that would have been really bad. I mean, I know it's kind of a messy, but like we were just gonna cover it, and like even this is just gonna get covered when we finish everything up. So it's like.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna come along here and just scrape all that up.
Right now.
I think so. I mean.
Yeah, I guess probably should.
Yeah.
I mean, feeling it.
Yeah. But
But that feels good.
Feels nice and smooth. I'm really impressed with that.
Yeah, I know that turned out really well. It's a self-leveling.
Yeah, self-leveling. I mean, it's light and getting tired. Quick level? I don't know.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Ta-da! Turned out so good. Like that nice little edge. And then Nick was able to clean that up. And really that's just paint. It looks like it's seeping. And this is really just the paint. We painted the floor was white just to get a clean coat over it, and that's just the tile underneath. So it looks so good. Nice.
Smoothly on the weight tree, other than everything on the directions is listed as 5/8. So 5/8 bolts, 5/8 nuts, 5/8 lock washers. That's 5/8 right there. And that's the crescent wrench that I used to tighten everything down. So close, but not quite. All right, dumbbell rack is complete. Got it all built the first time and realized that all the shelves I had on backwards. So that's why you read directions. So now time to put the weights on.
It's done. It's all finished. It took a couple extra days than we thought it was gonna take, honestly, but it looks so good.
Looks really good.
Everything fits in the space. We taped it out originally to see.
To make sure it all fit.
Like to see if it all fit. For the most part, we were a little worried about the squat rack, but it all fit really well. So I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, so here is the gym. The flooring turned out honestly seamless. It's a little dirty, I just mopped, but it looks pretty good. There's the squat rack, which is the Bodycraft
RFT Pro.
RFT.
I think maybe just RFT.
RFT Pro.
Yeah.
our crappy treadmill that works great that we got off Facebook Marketplace.
It's not crappy. Look how nice it is.
I know, it honestly is, it's really good. It's just like aesthetically beat up because it came from a military auction. But it works great. I really like it. I'm not crapping on it. I like it. I'm just saying aesthetically,
Yeah.
It's really beat up.
Yeah.
The attachments to our bench press?
To the bench.
To the bench.
Yeah, to the bench.
And then this way, that leads to a storage room and then a garage. That is a storage room back there that's gonna be the sauna.
Yep.
At some point, picture like a glass door looking into a sauna. And then we got the bench. Keeps wanting to focus on my finger. The bench, it like has wheels and you can like lift it up and store it like that to save some space.
Mm-hmm.
The weights, which we'll probably buy some more.
45 pounds.
45 pounds at some point. And then the dumbbells, which they forgot to send that one. I don't know if I mentioned that, but it's on its way. And soon we'll have kettlebells. So, and then that goes into our kitchen. I love the tape. It's just like,
Yeah, I'm gonna throw
what is that doing there?
I don't know.
It's been there for a long time.
We haven't finished the stairs, but
No, the stairs are really grubby still.
Yeah, we have spare rubber flooring, which we've been testing this out just to make sure we liked it, and I think it's working pretty
I think
well.
we'll just do that.
I don't know what we'll do on here, if we just leave it white or whatever, and then I don't know what we'll do on the outside, but figure it out. We'll make it look nice.
Yeah, it'll look nice. And then this mirror, which at some point I want bigger mirrors here, but this mirror it came with the home. It was above the fireplace. This humongous mirror is actually like horizontal. And we're like, well, let's reuse it for the time being. It does have a small like crack on the bottom, but you know what, it works. So, and then
that piece too, we just need to put it back on.
yeah, we have the piece. We'll just glue it back on. And then in this corner, we're gonna do mirrors the whole way, but I want to get some disco balls and put them in the corner right here. But I guess disco balls are very expensive. I have learned that disc balls are very, very expensive for large ones. They shouldn't be that pricey. But that's basically our gym. Do you want to show kind of what this does? Because I don't even know what it does.
Sure. Well, this is kind of self-explanatory, but you can do dips right here.
Can you do a dip? Oh, Gus?
That's why we have a gym.
That's why we have a gym. It's been a long time since you've gone to the gym.
Like probably about 5 or 6 months.
Yeah, since we moved in the house. We used to go to the gym probably 3 to 5 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
And
I know.
yeah.
Yeah. So this is so you can do cable flies. Yeah. Do your cable flies like that.
Yeah. And we chose to do the double stacks.
Mm-hmm.
We paid extra for that because we wanted to be
Not
able
for
to do
the
that.
double stacks, but for the upgraded
Oh, that's right.
weights.
For the upgraded weights.
Yeah, so normally you can get 150 pounds. We upped it for the 200 pounds. Which there's some advantages to that. So you wanted to do bicep curls, two-handed ones, which you could attach like this attachment on there for that. I'll just demonstrate it like this. You could then go up to 200 pounds for two times.
And you can do like seated, like, what is it, seated rows and stuff too.
Yeah, so you've got
If you just, like,
foot plates right here, so then you can sit on the bench and you clip on down here.
Yeah. Which is really cool. I love that we can do.
Yeah, you basically, I mean, nothing like this, are necessarily cheap once you throw in cables, but it's really the most affordable option that we could find that got us everything that we would need. So it's not a Smith machine, so you're not going to get that out of it, but everything else you can do. So you can do all your rows, all your cable flies, overhead lat pull downs, stuff like that. Dips, you can obviously do bench press and squats since you've got all the catches here and all this stuff. So it really is kind of a sweet machine. You can do, basically everything. Pull-ups, curl-ups. So, and then you can, like I said, you just clip on down here, and then that'll pull some down there. So.
No, that's great. And there's a lot of like leg exercises we can do with this machine too.
Mm-hmm. That was the one thing that you can't necessarily do something like a hack squat which I like doing hack squats, but you can do normal squats, so.
Yeah.
I
No, it's
basically
great.
get almost
I can do
everything.
leg kickbacks really easily with the cables and.
So, this is what I was saying. Here's a little poster that came with it that shows all the different exercises you can do, so.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah, welcome to our gym era.
Yeah.
We're gonna be back at it.
Yeah.
So no, we're super excited. Everything looks so nice. But
Yeah.
I mean, like the gym's not, I mean, complete, like, cause we wanna do the sauna and there's just little things we wanna add, like better mirrors and disco ball and
Stuff like that. But
little
I mean,
things, but for the most part, I'm like, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, I mean, we've been,
Yeah.
I mean, I've been using it, even
Yeah.
with the grubby carpet and
Yeah.
what it used to look like I was using the treadmill, but
Yeah. Anyways, all the equipment that we bought, we've tried to be really just go the most affordable route while still buying like nice, good quality equipment. So we did a lot of research on all of it. So like all the dumbbells and then the kettlebells that will show up, those are all through Better Body, which they've been really good to work with. They've got a really good support team, and that was like the cheapest price we could find on dumbbells or anything like that. We looked around like locally, trying to find places to buy from locally, and it was probably going to be like at least double the price, and that was like probably not even including the squat rack, or sorry, the dumbbell rack for them. From that fitness store in Portland, wasn't it? Like
it was so
$600 or $700 just for
the rack.
And we
It
paid
was
$950 for all of that. So I mean, that kind of gets you a good idea of that. And then we went with the bumper plates from Rogue Fitness. So they're just a little bit like, you know, if you slam it onto the end of a barbell, you're not going to pinch your fingers as easy as like iron plates or something like that, or steel plates. They're not the ones that are all the same thickness, just so that you can visually see the difference easier. And then some of them, like the smaller weights or smaller sizes, we didn't really like that as much. So they're all the same diameter. So yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's about it.
Well, that is that. So thanks for coming along on our little home gym project. Reno, is that what you said? Renovation. It's been a project. It's taken us about 6 months of slow picking it apart. Saving up.
What we want.
Yeah, and just like research and figuring out like what brands we want to buy, what can fit the space. And no, we love it. I mean, we're gonna work out right after this. So, but yeah, thanks for coming along and follow the channel. I want to start posting more home renos when we do them, but that's just whenever we have some time. I think this might be our last little project for the year, like big project for the year.
We'll see when sauna happens.
Yeah, we'll see when the sauna happens. We're tempted to do that sooner than later, but then at the same time, we're like, it's a chunk of money, we might just push that off. So we have other things we want to do. So thanks, you guys.